Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom. Hi everyone, my name is Debora Zephania. I am a 7th semester student of English Literature at Pamlang University, and in this video I will make a review about a movie entitled Hope as my midterm exam assignment for the Literary Film and Studies course. So I hope you guys enjoy it. The movie entitled Hope, which has received numerous accolades in South Korea, is Legion Inc. most well-liked production. This film even won the 34th Blue Dragon Film Award for the Best Picture, beating out films like The Face Reader and The Berlin File 2013. The film, which depicts the suffering of a child survivor of violence and the tragic story of the victim's parents, managed to make tears flow through the film. Okay, now we move to the plot. The plot of Hope begins with Sowon, a young girl that is about to go to school in the rain. Her plans to go to school were derailed when she came across an inebriated adult man. Sowon, who was supposed to be at school, was rushed to the hospital after being sexually assaulted by a foreign maid. As a result, she sustained several internal injuries and needed major surgery, but the emotional wounds are equally difficult to heal. Sowon's family, which has previously been peaceful, devolved into chaos. Because of Sowon's condition, she and her parents found it difficult to accept this incident, especially since her father Im Dong-hun or Sol Kyung-gu and her mother Mi-ha or Ji-won are aware of Sowon's plight. When Sowon's colostomy bag started to leak, spilled liquid on the clothes and matters, her father tried to remove Sowon's clothes to assist her in cleaning up, but Sowon, who is still traumatized by what happened to her, refuses to accept help from her father. Unfortunately, her father was already in a panic and ignored Sowon's refusal. So, by that incident, Sowon has refused to meet or speak with her father. Dong-hun, that is her father, is not losing his mind, also took the initiative to dress up as Sowon's favorite cartoon, that is Kokomon, and serve as a guardian angel by her side. Dong-hun tries to heal his baby's trauma while also opposing justice for what happened to his daughter. When declared recovered and able to return home, Sowon was concerned, embarrassed by what happened to her, and didn't want her friends to know it. Sowon had a panic attack and vomited on the way home. Her condition was improved. However, after seeing Sowon's friends plaster the door of her house with memos and pictures, Sowon was moved because she was missed her father and her friends and school. Sowon goes to school as usual, and Kokomon always follows her. At one time, Sowon approached the Kokomon and asked, "Are you my father?" But her father couldn't say anything but cry. Sowon slowly removed the Kokomon mask and discovered her father, covered in sweat with tears streaming down his face. She is no longer afraid of her father since that time. And someday, Sowon's father received a court summons. That is, court summon is Sowon to testify. During the trial, Sowon repeatedly pointed to the photo of the evil suspect as a perpetrator of the crime. And during the trial, the defense attorney asked Sowon if she smelled alcohol, and Sowon said yes. However, the alleged perpetrator of the abuse admitted that he was unaware that he had committed the crime. Because he was considered unconscious, the judge sentenced the suspect to 12 years in prison, and the victim's request for compensation was denied. The entire audience was enraged, and Sowon's father and mother winced in pain. Sad, annoyed, and angry all rolled into one. At that time, Sowon's father intends to kill the suspect in the crime by striking him with the judge's nameplate. However, Sowon runs and hugs her father's leg to stop him, sobbing and saying, "Dad, please let's go home. Let's go home, Dad." Then they return home with a broken heart. So Someone's life goes on. Someone and her family try to save what happened to them gracefully and continue to live happily ever and after. Now we move to the characteristic. The first one is Sowan. Sowan is very cheerful. She is always trying her best to not look sad, no matter what her family situation is. She is also independent. She is a little girl who takes whatever matter and does it on her own by walking to school by herself, studying, eating, and so on. She is also innocent. She has such a pure heart that bad things happen to her. Sincere, she never blamed her parents for the accident that come upon her. And the second one is Dong Hoon, her father, Sawon's father. He is a hard worker. He works all days for his family needs. Thoughtful, he tries to make his daughter happy and smile again by doing the silly things like dressing as Kokomon. Jenny, he gave up his pride as a man just to make her daughter smile and not to be scared of him. He also responsible. He makes his daughter smile, and his top priority over anything else that he must do. He also a caring person, a caring father. He cares a lot to his daughter more than anything else in this world after the accident. The last one is Miha, or someone's mother. She's a loving mother. She's a loving person. She does everything that she can do to take care of her family needs, especially her daughters. Has this time she is not comfortable speaking her feelings out loud to her husband, and she is also gentle as all mothers are. Mature, she takes all matter into her own hand as a wife and a mother. The shooting of this film began on April 13, 2013 in Changwon, South Korea, and ended on June 24, 2013 in Busan, South Korea. Now I will present the issue that is occurred in this film. This film addresses the issue of sexual violence as well as the injustice of love. The issues are a tragic and incredibly monstrous act of inhuman thing that befalls to someone. On the middle of her routine going to school by herself, a drunk man persuades her and makes her follow him to a construction site, where she ends up brutally beaten and raped to a near-death situation. The judgment that the drunk man get for his crime are too light for what he has done to a little girl with all these physical and mental issues that are left behind. This shows the injustice of the government law. The historical approach for this film is the movie of Hope 2013 is based on a real case in South Korea. This case is called the Chodoson case. The Chodoson case refers to an assault that took place in Ansan, South Korea in December 2008, in which an 8-year-old girl known only as Mayong was kidnapped and raped by Chodoson, a 56-year-old male. Chodoson was sentenced to 12 years in prison. The sentence was later reduced because the criminal was old and drunk, and his mental and physical weakness was recognized. The case sparked outrage and protest involving Nayong's parents and many others. This film got 3 awards for their literary work. That is, the first one is Big Song Art Awards on May 27, 2014 as Best Actor, that is Sol Kyung-gu, and Best Screenplay, Kim Ji-hye and Jo Jung-hoon. The second one is Korean Association of Film Critics Awards on November 29, 2013 as Best Actress, that is Ji-won. And the last one is Blue Dragon Film Awards on November 22, 2013 as Best Film, Best Supporting Actress, that is Rami Rand, and Best Screenplay, that is Kim Jae-hee, Ji Hye, and Jo Jung Hoon. Okay, now we go to the conclusion. Hope is a very difficult watch. For some, it will be outright unsuitable, but through the difficulties, there shines plenty of what makes the world good too. This is perhaps what makes Hope the villain. It is a portrait of that blend of pain and joy of the human experience. So guys, that is a review from me about the villain entitled Hope 2013. And from that film, I also got the quotes, the very beautiful quotes that is said, the loneliest person is the kindest, the saddest person smiles the brightest, because they don't want others to feel the same pain. So, thank you guys for watching this video, and thank you for your attention.